Hmm?
Christy. It's
Yeah.
Christy. Kham. KHAMSOUK.
Mm-hmm.
Bet. I just followed you. I just followed.
Yo, what's up, bro? Chilling, man. Let me see it. I rock with it. It's fire. I didn't see. I didn't get a good look at it. Let me see it. Is that OF? Does it say OF? Nah, I wouldn't. Is that like a label or something? A record label? A gang? Yeah. I've heard of O Block. Yeah, yeah. Mm, I've heard of it. That's cool. So that's what you rep? In a memorial or something? Lil Durk's fire. That's dope, bro. Do you, you know? That's fresh, man. Nice list, nice symbolism, bro. Stay good, bro. Stay safe, alright?
No. I don't know. What's up, homie? What's up? I can't really see. What's it say? What's that mean? At the gang by Lil Durk? Oh, okay. I heard Lil Durk had got angled in the bathroom. I thought it was kind of hot. I was like gay. There's nothing wrong with anal. Bro, bro, do you think gay's a joke?
No, they're making like quick work with it, so yeah, I'd love to hear something.
Fucked. I'm waiting for something. What up? Hello?
Yo, sup? Yeah, okay.
No,
No.
I'm using this mirror. Don't mind me. Nope. Are you Lil Durk?
I was just about to ask that.
Have you ever
You
heard
could
of
be a
Lil
rapper.
Bean? Have you ever heard? He's Lil Durk, I bet.
You look. Oh, you're Mexican? You don't look Mexican. You look very. You look like a white nerd.
No, not a nerd.
Get close. You gotta like. You gotta. Yeah. Yeah, cause like you don't have your light on. Like just like come to the screen. Yeah. Mhm. You're you're tan. You're tan.
London.
It's not London. He's so ugly. I swear. I swear it's you.
Yeah, you're
Like on YouTube, or like SoundCloud or like.
I got you. I got Apple Music.
Go. What?
This dude. Vaughn.
King Von. He died. Yeah. He's good.
It's trash.
um. Which one's the one that was like? Is it him? Is that the one that said he was gonna go smoke a blunt?
Nope.
Which one's that one?
What's up, G?
Up and walked away.
Should I put my headphones on? Yo, what's up? What's up? Oh, shit. I'm just sucking dick, you know?
Okay. I feel like it's just like jump scare people. You know, like BOOM! Oh shit, it's a gangster little hoodie. My bad. The gamer little hoodie. What up, you? Are you picking your riles? It is.
Pop a titty for the boys.
Look, no. Hey. Not much. What's up with you? What? Mm-mm. Is it a rapper? Oh. No, I don't know.
We're making a TikTok. Do something crazy. Do something crazy. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Beatbox.
Your dad did? Jesus fuck.
Yeah, I know. It was so embarrassing when he caught it with me at my bed. Oops, I didn't mean. You weren't supposed to hear that.
Like anal?
Yeah, you heard right.
What'd you think I said? Yeah. Her dad walked in.
Can you not?
You kind of look like a snack. No, I'm joking. You actually look like a disgusting.
You look like a.
I like your push.
Peep up.
The giant great white shark.
Hey. Cause I am. I haven't had a phone in 2 fucking months, motherfucker. What am I supposed to do? A lot of shit. Okay, so, and I can't hang out with my best friend anymore. Okay, so me and her got caught drinking, and then got caught smoking and vaping, and yeah. Yeah. Okay, stop flexing my face, okay? Okay, well, I can't do that stuff anymore, so get out of here with that. Unless you have 2 in your hand, and I'm not supposed to get mad. You fucking serious? Guess how old I am? Yep, 13. Yeah, on yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, have a good day. Okay.
Hey,
What's up, man?
what's that face for? I don't know. The one close
Nothing
to
much,
the
man.
camera
What's you
made a
up
little
to?
face.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, where's your motorcycle helmet? I want to see.
Haven't heard that in a minute. Yeah.
Yo! What? What the
Alright,
fuck?
Speedler.
I thought you were a girl.
Okay, no one can see me anymore. No, fine. Nothing. Wanna be friends? Wanna be friends? No, like I just need you to talk to me right now. So, how was your day? That's amazing. Oh my god, what happened? What happened? Oh yeah, that's annoying. Oh my god, that's so weird. Ew, so drop him. Ew, so just like ignore him now. Good. Keep ignoring. That's so weird. Where do you even live? Oh my god, I'm in Florida. Where? Cocoa Beach? I don't even know where that is. I'm in Sunny Isles. We like hang out with friends. Yeah, guys, like now, like I didn't know this, but like all of a sudden, guys have just been like a lot of like drama. No, yeah, that's good. Social media is so bad. Yeah, yeah, that's understandable. Hmm. But
What up, bro? Oh, I like your chain. Chain's sick. What does that mean? It says off or off. Oh, what does that mean? Oh,
All the fuck.
no, I forgot. Only the family. That's sick, bro. I got chain too, but it has my number and like it has a Bible verse on it. No way. Oh, yeah, that's sick. So you're kind of like close and like felt like his death, kind of, you know? All right, bro. I wish you the best. See ya.
Clean dentures.
Hey, okay, get it, I get. Cause we are.
Snap, Caden, snap. Caden, who? Who do you think? Bolton? Yeah.
It's not over, and I was like, well,
Hi. What's up? I'm doing. Huh? I'm just bored in a house, and I'm in a house bored, so. Mhm.
This guy's a fake.
No, but that.
He's gonna hit it forward.
Nigga.
Do a ghost.
What?
Cause I'm fiending.
Which one's this?
Do you not know how? Do you know how?
Okay.
Glizzy.
Yo. 14.
Skip, saw right there.
He was gonna
Next one.
see it.
Retarded. Hello? What's crack-a-lackin'? I'm about to smack your penis. Whip it out. Nah, you're gay. See, you're gay for not being gay. Yeah, you're fucking retarded.
I turned him to a killer. Ooh. Turn into a killer. Yeah. Yes, sir. You know the vibes, gang. Who told me that was easy? Dun, 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 dun. Who told me that was easy? What? I believe you. Long live Vivory, long live grandson. You feel me? Quando Rondo, you a bitch. Little Tim, if I catch you, nigga, if I catch little Tim and sup, it's war. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. That nigga's high. Every time Quando go live, this nigga try everything do not to leak his location. Nigga be like 30 deep in the store. Nigga be scared because he a bitch. Right at the beginning? You talking about at the beginning? It's 2 a.m. We leaving the club with the ops outside, so folks gonna spend their bills. New wop to them dirty with his hot pot soft for your homie and fuck your kin. Make him look at this chain if you wanna. New Glock 36 even wet like top nowadays. Niggas die for a name. If you move, don't think beef ain't gonna change. You can hit from a distance that's aim. Papa's partner, he walk with a cane. Huh? Oh. You know Muwap Von, brother? Yeah, Muwap is his brother. Because when Von was holding on to Quando in the street, because Von, I know why Von was holding on to him and everything, because when Von first got shot, he had paralysis in his body. Remember how he kept trying to get up, but he couldn't? He had paralysis in the bottom half of his body. And then the only reason he kept holding on to Quando is because when Lil Tim first got shot and was on the ground, Lil Tim kept waving his gun in the direction of Von, and Von was holding Quando down like a shield so he didn't get shot no more. And that's why Quando kept saying Von was shot, Von was shot. Then after like 20 seconds, Muwap walked up the street, power marched up the street, and socked the shot of Quando and dropped that nigga. The Quando ran away. Yo. I mean, it could have went in so many other different ways. I want to suggest he shot in the ear because they would have still shot that nigga. 9 times out of 10, if any, he could have even walked up and tried to fight with Quando, if anything. Like, listen, because Quando ran up to where he walked around the car to like right where he was at extremely close range, was right here. Put the gun to Vaughn and let off about. I'm gonna tell you the story what happened. So y'all know you probably seen the video of Vaughn last time somebody ever seen him was when he was at this medium or something, like when he's performing his last performance, like hours before he died. So once he left, it was around like 2 a.m. He's supposed to go to his Airbnb, but when he was on his way there, he changed his mind. He went to the hookah lounge because he heard Quando was gonna be there. He waited in the parking lot inside his whip for like 30 minutes. And as soon as the security came, one of his mans walked up to the wheel talking about something. Oh yeah, Quando here. Vaughn was like, all right, bet. Vaughn hopped out, walked. He was. It's like if you look at the video, it's like he was leading the crowd. So, fuck no. What happened was, so the original beef was between Vaughn and Youngboy, but since Quando was cool with Youngboy, you know what I'm saying? Instead of Quando talking about some you know what's funny what I just seen today? Von last interview what he did with Gilly the Kid and PNB was there and everything. His last interview, he was talking about how you feel me because niggas they'll fuck with somebody more than you. So if you not cool with the other person, they're not gonna fuck with you too. So Quando kept this on the low. He kept doing it so much. Von took a picture. Well, he posted on the gram. He took a picture with Jania and Youngboy ex girl, and Youngboy did a song with Asian Doll. And that shit was that. And after that, Vaughn, he said, and the Quando kept on Dickie and talking about shit on the low. Vaughn was like, when I catch that nigga gets up. So they hear Quando there. Vaughn walk up to Quando, start beating his ass for about 2 seconds. And as he's swinging, Lil Tim gonna hop out the wheel. Instead of fighting, this nigga gonna walk up to Vaughn at close range, like right here, put the gun to Vaughn at close range, and hit him like 3-4 times. So once Vaughn falls to the ground, the second Quando had the second Von got shot when Lil Tim was there, Slutty, one of Von mans, had ran up to Lil Tim and shot him in his leg. But he was trying to kill him, but the only problem was that his gun had jammed, so he couldn't finish the job. That's how Lil Tim was still alive. So Slutty went back to the parking lot, like towards where the undercover cops was at. Slutty and Louis had got shot in the head. Slutty had died on the scene, but Louis was in critical condition. Like Louis good now. But Vaughn, he on the ground holding on to Quando because he can't move his bottom half of his body. He in paralysis right now. So once he hold on him in the ground, after about a couple seconds, Muwap run up in the street, rock Quando. Quando fall to the ground. They throw him inside the whip and they skirt off. So They took them both to the hospital. You know why Quando went live? You remember that night when Quando went live when he had Lil Tim at the hospital? You know why? Because he was scared. Because Von and them went to the same hospital. So he was scared. That's why he went live that night. He was like, come on, what you mean? He just got shot and he was inside that building? That's wild. And then we all know the rest. Yeah, that's why he won't love. It's crazy because most time when rappers die, they don't even be expecting they about to die. Because first off, Vine, he probably thought it was gonna be a simple fight. He gets shot, he like, all right, take me to the hospital. That shit gonna be dead. Nigga died. Tupac, this shit was similar because Tupac, he was at the Mike Tyson fight. I remember I seen this clip on YouTube when Pac, because Mike Tyson knocked the nigga out. Pac hugged that nigga. Like I seen that clip. And then afterwards, Von walking back, he changed his clothes or whatever. He walked into this casino and one of his mains walked up to my son. Oh yeah, that's the guy who jumped on me who had jumped me from before. And Pac, sugar, all these niggas jumped that nigga. Pac go back to his hotel. He changed. He told his girl like, yeah, I want to go back to the club. I'll be right back. They was like, Pac, you sure you want to wear your vest? He was like, nah, I ain't gonna wear it tonight. And then they like, Pac, you sure I want to ride with the security? He like, no, let me ride with Suge on the way there. So that was too many weird coincidences. Then when Pac on his way there, I'm pretty sure you seen that joint when a guy had took the picture of Pac when he was sitting in the car. Crazy, because that was literally moments before he got shot. Probably like within 2 or 3 blocks from when he got shot. And he was like looking. So after that, Pac Ryan, he stopped at the light. He looked to his left. He talking to these shorties. They like, we about to go to the club and shit. They like, all right. Whole time, Suge focus on the road, but they paused at the light. So Suge looking at the females too. Pac looked to his right real quick and he noticed some shit real quick. Niggas start shooting. Boom, 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 boom. Suge, the bullet had grazed his head, so he ain't die, of course. But Pac, the main reason he died, because one of the bullets had slipped through his rib cage and hit his lungs, so he's bleeding internally. So that's why he was in the hospital for like a week before he died. And Biggie's situation was crazier because that nigga, the main reason he died because he got shot in his hip and a bullet traveled through and had hit his heart. That's why Biggie died. And then, hmm. Are you talking about that voice recording they had when that night when he called when they called the cops? Wait, I'm like, bruh, your man just got shot. What is you acting like that for? Fuckers, you set him up too? Me, if I knew I lived too far away from the hospital and like he got hit like real bad, I would have just hopped in. I would just hopped in my own car and just hurried up and drove him to the hospital. That's what I would have did. Mm, mm. Right, and plus, if you say about somebody, I don't need you no more. Why the fuck is you just sitting there watching them die instead of in your car speeding on the way to the hospital? What the fuck is they doing? Like I found out Pop died because I was in school. It was like second period, like 9, 10 in the morning. And everybody was like, "Hey, yo, Pop Smoke got killed." I went to the bathroom next time. I was like, "Oh yeah, Pop got smoked." I'm like, "That nigga's fucked up." And then X, I seen it was a video of X when he was at the motorcycle store. I believe it was either somebody was recording him or it was on a video surveillance camera. He was chilling in a motorcycle store. He was inside of it. We don't know what happened. As soon as he left, some niggas drove in front of him. Niggas trying to rob X and shit. One thing I low key wish is I shouldn't wish. I wish X was his old self. Remember how like right before he died, he was a whole new person. Like he was positive. He didn't want to fight nobody. But you go back like 2 years, niggas be getting locked up almost every week for fighting and fucking niggas up. Mm. Vaughn, Cause Vaughn, like, he started moving different for her. Like Vaughn was always a gangster, but he still moved different. In X situation, niggas trying to walk up to him with guns in their hands, talking about some, oh, hey, give me the bag, give me a Louis bag. They talking about some X like no, because X ain't no bitch, he ain't gonna break down. Niggas shot him in his neck. I was confused because remember you seen the video when he was in the car. I ain't see no blood. That was a crazy thing, and everybody kept saying that he got shot in his neck. But the bullet had like he started bleeding out on the other side. Whole time in the video, I never seen not one speck of blood, bro. Not one speck of it. Right, but this nigga 6ix9ine, he just a troll for real. I don't know why the fuck that nigga. And you ever heard of Young Pappy, the boy from Chicago? Yeah, because Pappy, we all know Pap was a savage. So you wanna know what crazy thing about when Pap died? Everybody believed he was backdoor and killed by one of his men. First of all, when Pap died, he was at his hood, and they say he got shot in his back 4 times, right? But people saying like the way he got shot, people kept saying like they believe that Pap, like he was walking with a friend that night, like he was like real close to a friend, and a friend just shot him in his back 4 times. Right at first, I was confused because I first believed that it could have mean anything. Like somebody could have just shot him as soon as he was on the ground, just ran up and finished the job. But nah, because he's hit in his back 4 times. So, but people, everybody, most of his men believe he was backdoored. Mhm. Right, because me, this is not the type of person I am. Cause I know I seen this happen with a lot of rappers and people that learn this the hard way. Cause everybody believe that Pappy got killed because he was popping for real and other people wasn't. But my thing is, like if I got friends, I won't want them to like just ride with me so they come like flunkies. Like you feel me? I don't want it to be like that. Like if anything, I would want to put my mans on the spot. Like I would not want to give them money. Like I want them to at least have that, like to at least achieve the type of thing that I got, so we both can be up there together. You feel me? Because nobody want to walk around with a bunch of people and they be the leader of the gang. Like what's the point of you trying to sit there and be the most toughest guy in front of all your gang the whole time? Why do that when y'all can have like a power team? Y'all all marching together as like soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Just make it like that. Like. Mm. Wait, one more thing. You know what I also found crazy? Remember when Pac first got shot in New York and he thought Biggie had set him up? It made sense too. Because Biggie, I fuck with you and shit, but that was fucked up. I don't understand why you did this. Because the fact when Pac did get shot, you know how it's like as soon as he recovered, he went right to jail because that bitch lied on him and accused him of some nut shit of sexually abusing a woman. That nigga had all that money. He don't want to touch you. But yeah, because they believe anything a woman says. First, of all, I feel like it was as if a woman had lied on you and made you do jail time. They should be punished some way somehow because they shouldn't. They fuck somebody life up. And one thing I was confused about Pac's situation because when Pac was in jail, my only question is why did Biggie make Who Shot You? I want to know why the fuck he made that shit because that was at that point I understood why Pac was tripping because even if he did have assumptions and Biggie said it wasn't him, at the end of the day, Pac. I want to know why the fuck Biggie made Who Shot You? Right, and the worst friend that you could have that die is the one friend that's your way out. And that's what I mean by that. I mean by like the one friend. Every time some shit get bad, you always chill, you always rap with them and talk with them, let them know what's going on. That way, y'all can always be there for each other. If one of those type of friends die, they hit the hardest. Cause if one of your friends die, you gonna have different reactions for different friends. Cause you closer to certain friends. Cause the closer you is to them, the more different it's going to hit. Because for example, if it's your best friend who like you always near, if they die, it's gonna hurt a lot worse because you always near them and you gonna miss them like crazy. You feel me? Right? Because most friends, I don't really have a lot of friends. Like I know a whole lot of people, but I don't even have a lot of friends. Because the only like two friends I would have that would trust, it's like they close to me like family. You know what I'm saying? Like they, yeah, but like I found it weird because especially with Von's situation because when Von couldn't walk inside the club, you remember how like he could have a gun on him. My only question is this: you know how Von manager was like, how Von manager was talking about some, yeah, because Von hopped up like, oh snap, let's go, like they wasn't ready and the shots just rang off. My only question is if the guy walked up and y'all seen the guy when Von at Quando was there, why didn't all y'all get guns just in case? Hmm? Yeah, because they never allowed to be near each other. That's why for they're still trapping. Von couldn't have did their music video, and why for all these niggas, Dirk couldn't be in the music video. Because first off, this is my main question. Though, like what I really want to know. If the guy walked up to the car and let him know that Quando was there, y'all should alert everybody to get guns just in case. Cause me, like, if I was about to do a hit with some nigga or some shit was about to go down, I'm risking my life. I talk to my man like, hey, listen, man. Everybody be ready and prepared for the worst. Cause 9 times out of 10, one of us may not make it out tonight. And it could even be me. You feel me? So some shit go down. Do this. We gonna handle that shit. But if I was to die, you mean uh, don't get my baby mama shit. That bitch crazy. You feel me? Make sure all my kids good for life. My shorty, my chick. You feel me? She can have any of the leftover, my own personal pocket money. But as far as my other shit, make sure my family straight, put my business out there, and make sure all the guys is good. You feel me? Make sure, you mean, buy the guys a couple stretch, make sure the guys is good. Like that's in case some shit go bad, like playing that shit ahead. Cause maybe some fine shit wasn't playing. Cause first of all, what I seen from the video, remember how Quando was patrolling around a white video, around a white car at first, just walking back and forth. One thing I noticed, but I can understand why Quando probably did that. I see before Vaughn walked up, uh Quando, he was like right in front of the passenger side, but the window was down when he was in the car talking. He probably said something like, hey, this shit look weird. If some niggas jump in there or some shit go bad, start shooting niggas. If that was the case, I can't even be mad at Lil Tim for because he did what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? I felt like the main reason I still was real mad at Lil Tim, because I still fuck with Vaughn and that shit ain't still gonna hit right regardless of your reasoning. You know what I'm saying? Cause somebody kill you. Let's say you got a best friend, right? They close to you like brothers, and he was to get killed. Even if he wasn't wrong, like he punched the nigga first, he did all this shit. You still gonna want to kill the nigga who shot him because that was your best friend regardless, and that shit still gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like I could, you feel me? Let's say I'm rich, right? And the only people I really talk to for real is my mans and probably like one of my siblings and probably like my shorty, my chick or something. You feel me? If some shit about to go down, it's like worth like it's life to risking. Cause even though the manager did say Von wasn't soft that night, regardless, cause he said Von was on point for shit, but that night he was just sloppy. It gotta be, cause Von was on point. He must have been drunk or some shit because at that, I feel like if they said Quando was there, Von would have been like, "Hey, listen up, listen up, listen up." So I'm about to run over there. I'm about to steal this nigga. But if something happen, slide through. Like I'm trying my hardest to sound like that nigga too. Like I can hear him say like, hey, listen, gang, listen, gang. So I'm about to walk up to this nigga. I'm about to punch that nigga in his shit. I'm about to beat his ass. But when I beat his ass, make sure y'all there with me. And if some shit go down, grab y'all blick and kill that nigga. I look he signed that nigga for a second too. Like, hey, listen, gang, do that shit. But make sure we good. All right. So they said they handle that shit. I don't feel like it was smart the fact that Von is hopped up like, all right, let's go. Hopped out the whip, went up to Quando, started beating his ass. That shit not right. Yep. Right, like you know what Vaughn said? I heard him say inside the interview because he was talking about that shit, but he wasn't being direct with it though. And the fact that young boy he made you know what post he made that really said some fucked up shit. You know how young boy got a couple kids and Vaughn got 2 kids, a daughter and a son. The fact that YB had the nerve, one of his posts with his son, he had a caption. He said, "I'm gonna make sure my son fuck your daughter since you trolling." I was like, as soon as he said that, Vaughn posted a picture holding hands with Jania, and then Asian did a song with YB. The crazy thing that people keep, I don't understand how people doing this. I understand like people be like, Asian, why you doing this before? Because Vaughn made it known too. He was even on live with Asian after they broke up because they was still, for me, like they wasn't like together. They wasn't in a relationship, but they was cool after they broke up. You know what I'm saying? Like they was still cool. And then Vaughn, hold up, Asian, this one I'm confused. She got a, I'm like, you know how Asian got a chain of Vaughn and Dirk just got a Vaughn chain? Dirk shit was more fire, but I don't know why Asian got a he ain't say that with Vaughn face. Like one day she jerking a nigga. Oh, like no nigga want to see Vaughn face right. like thanks, like she over here, you ain't going crazy. You know that nigga sees Vaughn face moving up and down. He like, what the fuck? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know why Vaughn and them they break up. Cause he said for most females, it was like when he was with them, it felt like something was different. Like he wanted to try something new. Like it wasn't no personal shit on why they broke up. You feel me? Where yeah, like he was like, cause he was like he spoke some real shit in the interview too. He was like, "Hey, cause you know like how when you get a lot more money, like you have more options. Cause you could be fucking like it's your current rate right now. You'll be fucking the baddest bitches in your hood or the baddest bitches on your block. Or if you live, I mean, in the burbs like in bigger houses, the baddest bitches in your community, right? If you was to get rich and you was be popping out, you have a whole lot more options. You like you got this model and this model, like the options start to look better. So like once you start getting money the baddest bitch used to fuck you, but like I could never fuck her. He was like, yeah, because he said that back then before he was getting money for real, he had no more than $2,000. He used to be fucking the baddest bitches and the baddest little hoes from around here. And he even made it clear too. He said when he said little hoes, he's like he not like recalling like females there and shit. But it was like, if I mean, like that's just how he talk because he a gangster and shit. And I fuck with it. At the same time, he was like, cause the baddest, he used to fuck all the baddest little hoes. But once he got money, he looked back at them little hoes. He like, I could never fuck them. You feel me? Cause your taste and everything changed. Like it do make sense. Like I feel that shit. Cause like yeah, like I feel like it would been real cool to move around and hang around with that nigga and shit. And like that shit was fire for. And then on top of that, like shit was just weird. And then young boy, um, I'll be confused because the song so his one of his newer songs Green Dot. I was confused because he said they caught that boy slipping, they caught that boy fumbling, and they did him bad. I'm like, nah, that couldn't mean it. One thing I do know for a fact he put about G Money. I know the one the joint called Overdose. He like, I head on with this bitch and watch him overdose. He was like, shoot that. He said, shoot him in the top and knock his dreads off or some shit like that. One thing I know he also did make about G Money. He was like, we forgot Joe, Free Dog was like, I made the whole city mad. I zipped that boy about what he said. I knew that was G Money. It had to be. Right. Right. Besides that, he did like in one of G Money interviews. He did make known some real shit though, cause he was like yeah, cause like people do be quick to say oh you this Dick Ryan cause he got more money than you now, but he was like but it's like this. Like it did make sense how they put this too, cause back when like before Young Boy had blew up off a 38 baby, back when it was like young, G Money them was the big dogs. You feel me? And then they had some personal shit going on, and then uh I heard Young Boy through that G Money house or whatever, and like regardless of Young Boy's sister, I want to know who the fuck Young Boy's sister is, cause I did hear about her, cause he made the joint industry. Who was like sister swallow nut, so I never kissed her, but I fuck with her, so I never dissed her. I heard that shit younger. I was like, this shit a bop. But when I got older, I started listening to it. His sister swallowed nut, but I never kissed her. But I fuck with her, so I never dissed her. I'm like, oh, damn. Hey, yo, he violated. Within a week later, him dropping that song, he died because he got shot in his head. Right, but only because of the situation in Atlanta when they said that. What the fuck? That's one of my mans told me some older. But I remember this one little situation in Atlanta where some guy getting shot. I still want to know why the fuck them bitches had the nerve to say they couldn't be near each other. Like, that don't make no sense to me. Like, why? Why? Like, that's anything. And then besides that, crazy. G Money had released that video to around like August of 2017, like August 27th, something like that. September 10th, he got killed, got a bullet right in his head. They remind me of the joint. You know Lil JoJo, like JoJo. This man, you ever seen that video when he was in a car and he ran up on Lil Reese? He was like, "Oh, it'll reach you a bitch." Apparently, he made that shit known. He posted that video like the day before the day he died, and then main reason JoJo died because JoJo got shot once, but the bullet had traveled through both sides of his heart. LA, you know, LA got shot twice. The first time he got shot, and then the second time he died. LA Capone. Because LA, it was crazy because that night when he went to that studio, when he was recording Brothers with Quando and Dirt, LA didn't even want to go to the studio that night because he said, nah, he don't think he should go. Because that shit don't feel weird. Then he went to the studio and started recording. He went home, changed his clothes, and he came back. He came back inside a taxi. The taxi driver had told his like when he was in there, the taxi driver had told some ops with guns. They was like, "Hey, where that nigga LA at?" He was like, "Oh yeah, I talked to him at that studio earlier." Then he came back later that night, and LA got hit. Yeah, that shit was crazy. And then LA last words was his friend was like, "Come on, LA, you gonna be good, bro." He was like, "Nah, bro, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Not this time." Like, it was crazy. Come like them last words, bro. I don't think I'm gonna make it not this time. And the interview with his mom, it was scary because he said when Ellie was in that hospital bed, he had tears rolling down his eyes. It looked like he had dry tears on his face. Cause worst part about people dying, I feel as if even if you was to get shot like real bad or something bad was to happen, I feel like you could feel in your gut if you gonna make it or not. It's not even just like the bullet. I feel like regardless of that. Hold up. Is that an OTF chain? Yes, sir. That joint solid. How much was it? One chain I definitely would get is an O block chain. The O block chain. But it's gonna be hard to find him though because he got them joints from Icebox and it was custom made. So it's gonna be hard, probably.
Right, and I definitely did respect it because when Von first got out of jail, Dirk, yeah, he put Von on the spot. You feel me? And then another thing was that like when people die, right? So only crazy thing is that Von. The only crazy thing that's really weighing on my mind for real is that Von didn't even think he was going to die. I'm really fear of death. The main thing I feel. Listen, the worst part about dying is if you could be dying at a point in life, you feel as if you're not ready to die. Cause me, I want to if like my like, I mean I want to at least find me a little wifey. You know what I'm saying? At least a third one, and then I'm trying to at least have kids and watch them fully grow, and at least have a successful, good, solid life. And then as soon as I got all that, like no drama, like my life is just peace. Let the angel of death come on. I'm ready to die. It's not even as bad because first off, uh, like my only fear is to die when I'm not ready to die, and especially, you know how like when you first die, most of your organs slowly shut the shit down. And I even know why somebody had posted Von autopsy photos. I couldn't even sleep right that night, especially like how his face looked so lifeless. Right, I was like, right then. I thought that man had abs, but the main reason like his body looked like real skinny, because when people die, they kind of have to do it. They have to cut them open to remove all the organs so their body don't start to stench. Yeah, and then I guess they took out like most of the fat and stuff, and why he looked real skinny and not. You mean? And then the worst part about dying is that when your body parts slowly start to go away, I believe at first before your hearing go away, you can hear everything that's going on. And I have to believe at first when you first die, your sense isn't to be like thirsty or hungry. Like most of your, you know what I'm saying, that start to go away, like you lose that sense. And then afterwards, it's like you can hear for a little bit before your hearing go. And it's just wait, hold up. I know this don't really got nothing to do with it, but if just in case we can talk later. You got Instagram? I'm gonna follow you on Instagram. I remember one time I was talking to this bad shorty, right? Talking for like hours, having good story times and conversations. I was pissed when this joint accidentally hung up. Oh yeah, OTF boy. They got you. I'm the king boy, but oh, all right, it's valid. I got you. But yeah, like, wait, what religion are you? What's your religion? Cause let me tell you something, right? So first off, you know what I'm saying, you wanna know why I feel as if you know how like most religions sound like similar, but just like some things are different. Cause first off, I was always born Muslim, right? But it was like um most people they switch religions because it's like most Christians, right? It's like they believe like they first believe stuff and go to church stuff when they're younger. When they get older and older, they slowly start to think about it, and it's like, hold up, when I'm being taught, this shit don't even make no sense. What the fuck is this? Like, what is y'all telling me? Right, and then most time when people get locked up, maybe they become Muslim because they see the old heads. Because most people I know who was Muslim, the main reason like they became Muslim because most of my friends I know that like they had converted and became Muslim. I said, why did y'all do it? It was like, well, I put it like this, because this religion had made the most sense. Mm. Right. And listen, one other thing I learned that like what you heard in the Elise song Bryson. One thing that he made so true that like why a lot of people that fucked up, they said they believe that God is real, but not the way that they had told us. Like the same way them Christians be like, oh yeah, God is Jesus, but Jesus is God's son. I'm like, bro, that makes no fucking sense. You basically saying it's like 3 different gods. Like what the fuck is y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? And then and Ali made such a point. He said he believed that God is real, but not the way that they had told us. Really shit I heard. I'm like, and Ali, I don't know what the fuck you believe in. Cause it's like you listen like so Illuminati, you know them, cause like you and your spiritual shit or whatever you talking about. Cause them niggas be worshiping like it's like that's also like prophets, right? Cause in Islam, Jesus, aka Prophet Isa, he was a prophet that was sent to God. So like many prophets is like people from like the early times who like they were sent, but like when they was born, it's like they was made so like they can go and spread the message. So like people know what make the most sense. Let me tell you the story, right? And I'll let you know this is true. Cause this is about a guy who was a atheist. And like it was something like he hated Muslims, right? But one time he had seen this God, right? He was somewhere else. He said he thought of a goat because his beard was real long. He said when he seen him, he was like, "Oh my gosh, God, please no, I'm about to die." And he was just being dramatic, but it was funny at the same time. I mean, like he was real humorous. So, cause it was a story about how this Muslim hater had became Muslim. He seen this guy. He was reading it. He kept asking the guy all these questions about Islam. Cause the Quran, right? Every question he had was inside the book. So he's like, so every time he asked a question, he was like, look, so this part right here, it says that, like, just saying it. And one guy was like, hold on, one more question. How is it that every single time I ask you a question, you keep putting directly from the book? Why aren't you giving your own opinion? Because he was like, because this isn't my religion to be giving my own opinion to. And it hit his heart, and he like, hold on, can I read the Quran? He was reading the Quran all day. And he was like, matter of fact, today's that day, I'm going to convert. He said the Quran, and he was like, God, please do something. Show me that you're real. Like, come on, it could be like a small little bit of lightning. It could be something. Tsunami, it could be something. Just show me that you're real so I can believe you. He waited, and then nothing happened. He was like, man, that's some bullshit, right? He looked at the very next page, and it said, do not ask for signs that I'm here, because look around you. Look at all the food, everything you have. All that should be a sign. It's the fact that it was on the next page of after him doing all that, he it hit different. And like, this is what we believe. So when you die, right? When you first die, you first see the angel of death. The angel of death. And they said that's probably why Ali was crying, because he seen the angel of death. And this is the crazy thing about when you die, right? So one thing that I threw me off guard, one day I was like, my YouTube kept playing, and there was this thing about the spirit box, right? They clicked up a little bit. They did the one with King Von. He was like, so are you on the other side? He was like, not yet. He's like, I'm just dead. And it's crazy because in Islam, this is how it is, right? When you first die, you are in your grave. Like you're in your grave to the day of judgment. It's like the day where people either go to Jannah or Jahannam, and Jannah is heaven and Jahannam is hell. Like it's different ranks of both. Jannah like different ranks to heaven. It's like I believe it's 7 different ranks and different ranks of hell. Cause like hell, like the punishment is like depending on like how bad of like sins you had committed, right? So it's like when you first die, like you're just dead. You like it's like you're not. For me, it's like you just. You feel me? Like that's why I'm saying. I also hate fake people too. Cause one thing I knew is that when Vaughn was alive, he probably had about 1 million followers on Instagram. Now he got over 3 million. Like how did he double? Right, like he had like 1.5 mil, and then I blink of an eye the day he died. I look later, 3 mil. I'm like, so his followers going double like that? Like, where's all this love at? Like, my only question is, please don't show me no fake love. Like, if I'm cool with you, I'm cool with you. You feel me? Like when I die, at least let me accomplish all my life goals and do everything I'm supposed to do. Because this is one thing that also made me really strong about Islam, right? Because let's say this, right? Let's say, because this is also like what people did back in the day. Let's say you possess a great power and you created a light bulb, right? Let's make up a scenario. The ants are like the people, but you're the creator of the light bulb, right? And the light bulb bring ants
like life or something, right? So why would you worship the light? Because let's say the ants, like some of the ants are worshiping the light bulb. Why would you worship the light bulb instead of the creator? Like, well, see, you worship the person that created the light bulb instead of worshiping the light bulb. So like that's like why would you worship something instead of its creator? Like my man's he believe in like basically what an elite believe in. Talking about some, oh yeah, well you should worship the sun because the sun gives us energy. I'm like, why would you worship the sun if you could worship the creator of the sun like you're supposed to? You're not supposed to worship. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you this story about one of the prophets, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. So what happened was like a long time ago, people used to worship idols. Like they used to create and carve like idols. Like men, like coins and stuff, they used to create them, right? They used to worship them, right? One day they went to like this festival. He had destroyed all the idols, and so Ibrahim, I believe he was in like 14. He had destroyed all the idols except one, and had put the X around the neck of the biggest idol. They asked him, so when they first had asked him, they was like, Ibrahim, they said, did you destroy these idols? He's like, I don't know. How about you ask the idol? He like, you silly boy. You know we cannot talk to the idols. He's like, if you can't talk to the idols and communicate with it, why do you worship them? And some of them had realized at the moment they like, oh, wow, he's saying it's true, but some of them will still remain arrogant. And I lie to you not. I put this on my life, my soul, everything. Is a true story. So the guys, they said we're gonna punish them. They said we're gonna make a fire so big that not even a bird can fly over, and we're gonna burn them to death. So they told the king, they tied him up. They put him on this like mini cannibal, like a cannibal. So they had tossed him in the fire. So when they had tossed him, he was in the air. One angel had came down and said, like, do you only have one wish? I mean, he could have simply wished for like the fire, not to harm him, right? Because the fire was so big, not even the birds could fly over it. And then he said he only wished for God to be pleased with him, Allah. And people begin confused. They be like, no, Allah and God is two different things. If you have your phone on you, you can go to Google Translations and check this out too. God means Allah, and Allah means God in Arabic. Because let me show you since I'm right here. Let me show you. Let me show you. No, just so you know my tripping. Big translation. Look. Let me type in English. Arabic translation, right? So now when I type in God, let me see. Let me make this focus. I type in God. What does it say underwords in Arabic? Exactly. People be like it's two different things. I'm like, nah. And then most of the Christian holidays, um, the Easter Bunny, Christmas. Why would they do that? Tell all their kids to believe in Santa and this religion that they worship in, just so they can find out what's not true. The tooth fairy, like I'm like, that don't make no sense. Basically, everything's a lie. That's like one day somebody was bored with like made a fake. So one day, this guy who's gonna be in a flying sleigh is going to reindeer is cut flying in it. And one of them name is going to be Rudolph. He have a glowing red nose, and this man who's like big fat, and he has like a long white beard. He's like real white, and he has glasses. He's gonna come down your chin, even though he's really fat. He's gonna give you presents, but he's gonna eat your cookies. That sounds like some dude was just trying to break in people's house and just give him anything just so he can eat some cookies. Like, bro, that's some bullshit, man. Why? 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 Mm, I feel that. I feel that.
Because people keep getting confused. God is real, but not the way y'all being taught. Because basically, y'all think everybody's being taught lies, being taught something from a young age, just so eventually could find out it's not true. I remember one time, it was like 3-4 years ago. Like, it's like I was always Muslim, but it was like I seen a lot on TV, so I started to have. You mean? So one night I stayed up all night on Christian. I started fake sleeping. If I know in the middle of the night, all I seen was my aunt go downstairs, and she came back up all of a sudden. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go to sleep. I mean, fuck it. Like, like that's some bullshit, man. Like, I'm telling you, it's this, man. I remember I seen a story on Instagram. It was just on YouTube. This is one old lady. She was like 80. Her last dream or her last wish, she said she would take her shahada. She could become Muslim. And she took it right before she died. And that was smart because let's say you Christian or whatever, all the sins you make, like if you eat pork or you do whatever, they all fade away as soon as you take your shahada. You know, and it's not even just Muslims that eat pork. You know why eating pork is so, you mean like so nasty? Like, you know how Muslims don't eat pork? Because the pigs are nasty. It's the nastiest creature. Like they roll them in mud. We know why they did, like they don't really sweat or nothing. Because like most of the pigs, their toxins never leave their body. And I don't know if you've seen a video, like the factory video, like how pigs are being made, but they're not really cleansed. Like that's why Muslims not just not the only people who don't. You mean like? And then I seen this one video how I knew like I believe stronger in my religion, but I like looked a little bit less and like how Christians look at things because it was weird because just one guy he was at a church. He did like an open podcast or an open phone call so people could ask him questions, right? People ask him questions, and this one Muslim guy that came and asked him questions. He asked some questions that not even he could answer, and then like he shut him up, and it's made the whole religion look stupid because it was like what he's saying was making no sense because that don't make no sense. How in the world is with those sense? Like, how is Jesus God, but at the same time Jesus is God's son, but he's the Holy Spirit? Like, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Right? Because I'd be like, because yeah, like we believe in like how it was two prophets who didn't have any parents that would like who didn't have a father who was born. Prophet Adam alayhi salam, the one mean the first human, Adam, and the first man, and then Isa or Jesus, whatever, he didn't have a parent. That's what we believe. But he died for everybody's sins and such and such and such. He died for everybody's sins. First off, probably people not realize this. For example, let's say you were born before Jesus, right? Who would you pray to? Please answer that. Just think of exactly. And then remember one time they said this is even a corner of the Bible. Like one day somebody had asked Isa, I'm not gonna say Jesus, I'm gonna say Prophet Isa, right? Just know that's what I'm talking about. Jesus Isa. So one day they asked the prophet, he said they're like, you're such a perfect human being. He said he's not perfect. The one who's perfect is God, the one who created him. Like that, simple stuff like that should open people's minds so they can see. You know what I'm saying? Simple stuff like that. And then like people just gotta start being more mindful, more start thinking. Cause a lot of stuff they say like really don't be making any type of sense. Like I don't know. People just really don't be thinking. Cause like so but let me go back straight to the point when we die. So this is what we believe, right? And I know like a lot of people. I remember one time my friend almost smacked this girl, right? Because like me and my friend almost smacked this girl because she'd been disrespectful, but we was trying to chill because we was telling her a story of one of the prophets, right? But we didn't like make no like main points known. She was like, "Y'all Muslim?" He was like, "Yes." She was like, "Oh, that must explain a lot." I'm like, "What's that supposed to mean?" She was like, nothing. I'm like, "Don't make me smack you in here. Don't make me get kicked out because like you being disrespectful." That's like one of them type of situations. But regardless of that, so like a lot of people who don't
who say like most of the stuff about the religion like make no sense, like our religion is stupid and stuff. But we more of a people because we believe that this life is made is like a test for real to see if you're gonna find the truth regardless. Because the shaitan or the devil, like the shaitan, he's the reason why you do bad stuff. Like like one day you could be chilling, one day you just be like, no, I just want to go to my nerves, or you just want to do bad, or you just want to do such and such and such. Because of certain reasons, it's because of that shit. That's the badness. So you gotta find your truth throughout it, regardless, and find the truth. And then regardless of that, that's what we believe. Once you die, you're gonna see the angel of death. Because one thing that Allah made known that really hit the heart is regardless of it don't matter who you is, but yeah, and no matter people can go at different times, but regardless of what you did, say or what you do, every single soul will taste death. No matter who you is, that's one thing that cannot be avoided is death. Very different, man. I'm like, hey, I like before I die, I at least want to become a fully grown, developed adult. At least have kids. At least to be able to see my grandkids. For me, at least to have a good, successful life and do everything I want to do in this life. That's all I want to do. Like rapping in games and stuff. Like nah. Like for real. Like as far as having a gun, right? That's like the only reason like I don't really have one for real is if only for my protection in case I have to use. Right, like I don't be doing all that little weird stuff like with gangs and such. Cause I do understand like certain people they grow up in a position to where like their parents don't have as much money. Cause one thing my friend said, the one who believed in their son, like just all this other stupid stuff, like no disrespect, he was like, oh yeah, because when you die, it's like you'll be reincarnated into a different life. It's like there's levels to it. Like you keep having life and life over again until you get it right. I'm like, think real hard right now. Tell me about your last life. I was waiting for like an hour. I'm like, bro, what are you talking? Where do you even hear this from? Like most stuff is so inaccurate. It's just uh, right. Like the main reason people say that they convert their Islam is because it makes more sense to whatever bullshit they believe in it. Because I'm like, I want this one question: is Jesus God, His Son, or Holy Spirit? What the fuck you talking about? Right? Like first of all, first don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Allah God created humans. He created everything, the sun, everything. If he created humans, how the hell could he manage to fuck this nigga mom? That's what I want to know. It's not even like I can't even say he in space or he in the sky. This nigga above that. He's above of the above. And on top of that, it's like, bro, please tell me. How does it even work? And how the fuck can he be a Holy Spirit? His mom name is Mary or something, right? Exactly. So if his mom name is Mary, how did this bitch have a spirit come on her pussy? That's what I want to know. You're blowing me. You're blowing me. You're blowing a prophet, man. Like if he was perfect, y'all seen him. How is he God? How is he his son? How is he his spirit? None of those even make no sense. Like I be feeling bad for some of these believers because 9 out of 10, only I can guarantee you this. You may believe in God, but that don't mean you Christian. I know this is true. It's the only reason why. The only reason you're Christian because you was born and you was taught to be. Oh, see, I'm lying. See, I'm lying. Exactly. That's the only reason why they do that. Not feel as if every single kid. This for the simple fact that life is like a test. One thing I want. The only thing I would think that I want is for a kid to have like when they first born, have no religion and let them believe in and figure out what they want to figure out on their own. Like, nah. Right, like stop trying to force something on people, especially it's not true. Because the main reason religion is the same because first like a long time ago, everybody believed that there was a truth, but the main problem was that people had heard of it. They had changed it, they tweaked it out a little bit and try to make it sound like it made more sense. But no, they just made it into more bullshit. You can't tweak the truth. Like, why do you think within the past 1400 years, the Quran has never changed not once, but yet the Bible has been changed from time and time and time again? Because they're trying to figure out more ways to change it. Because every time this is what I think it is. Every time they put something in there that make no sense,
somebody will comment on it, be like, wait, they don't make no sense, and they will keep on changing it until it makes sense. That's what I think. It's my full truth. It's my full truth. I can't. Right. And on top of that, you don't even like now if you look into it more and more, you truly don't even believe in what some of the bullshit they be saying. Right. They be like, hold up. Are you making fun? Like, no. Like, I don't be like on some real shit though. The person who say they the most knowledgeable person, the most like they still get shut up because most of the things they say don't make no sense. Because regardless of how much they believe in a religion, people barely know the truth. Hmm. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say to me? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you not come out of a vagina? Like, would you just sent straight from heaven? Are you Adam, Alislam? Are you Adam? Are you Adam? Do my eyes deceive me? Like the fuck, bro? Stop. And the main reason people look different is because like people was just made in different shapes, faces, and form. Like you feel me? Like no, regardless of that, you know why in Islam, you know how like they have like a lot of rules, like that's like you gotta do such and such and such. You know how people follow the sunnah and stuff as far as like the beard stuff and like you know why they have so many different rules. The main reason they do because it's just basically like a book telling them the easiest way so they can make it into Jannah, into heaven, the easiest way without committing like sins. Because that's what we believe. When you die, it's the angel of death, and you'll be put in your grave at least up until the day of judgment when your soul leaves your body. You'll be questioned by God. Who is your Lord? What is the religion you believe in? And who is your prophet? Because the main thing you're supposed to ask is who is your Lord? Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or Allah. What is your religion? Islam. And who is your prophet? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now I'm not gonna get in a story with the prophet right now because I got all that time. But one thing about this is when you die, you get asked some questions. And when you're gonna be in this dark place, right? Afterwards, and depending on your faith that you believe in Allah, like the faith that you believe in God, is the brighter the light going to shine. And the brighter the light is in you, that's the light that the way that you can see Jannah or Jahannam. I mean, my fault that you can see Jannah, heaven. And that's what it is. And then, like a lot of people, they be like, "What, bro? That make no sense." I'm like, they don't make no sense. They don't make no sense. Trust me, like it makes a lot more sense than the bullshit they be listening to. I be like, hey, that's why most Muslims. To be honest, like I'm not like first off, people like even with this 9/11 situation, people kept saying, "Oh, them terrorists was Muslim." No way in hell. No way in hell. Because that's the most the most peaceful religion. So you telling me this, right? If you kill one person, that's like wiping out the entire enemy because you doing Allah, you doing God's job. You doing his job. You're not supposed to be killing up. You feel me? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. That's why that's such a major sin. But you telling me he ordered y'all to hijack a plane and to kill over 3,000 innocent people? Bitch, that make no sense. The fuck is they talking about? I'd be like, right. And the main reason they sell the main reason that plane was selling low Akbar stuff, because mind you, Allah, that's not just a Muslim thing. That like I just showed you and proved to you, Allah means God in Arabic, so they could be Middle Eastern but not Muslim. I don't know what the fuck they is. So like, regardless of that, it's like like you be honest, you like main Muslims that be out here, like true Muslims that be peaceful. You don't see Muslims going around talking about some, oh yeah, Christians they're stupid, their religion like it don't beat them. It mainly be like disbelievers talking about some what Muslims they're bad, they're terrorists. Oh my gosh, get them out of here. They might bomb me. Like they seen all this bullshit. Like no. Straight bullshit. And then we gonna talk about how for the past year Trump kept calling the coronavirus the Chinese virus. We're not even gonna talk about that. We're not even gonna talk about that. But this is what we believe. So the day of judgment, right? The day when, to be honest, I honestly prefer me to already be dead when the day of judgment happens. Because all the Muslims, like all the true believers, they're all gonna die peacefully. And then all the disbelievers, like the one who's like especially the racist and all the bad people, their souls are gonna be brutally ripped out their body. And but regardless of that, when you come into God and all that happen, most people be like, "What, brother? That doesn't make no sense." I'm like, "Hey, you could die today or tomorrow." Because regardless of what you believe in, one day everybody gonna find out the truth. Regardless, especially when you die, you gonna find out the truth. Like most of your life desires, like when you first die, like besides you, like when you lose it's your sense of hunger, and then soon most of your life desires that you want to do, all that is going to vanish and fade away. Like when I die, man, at least make it at least 30 years from now, at least. Right? Especially them YouTubers, them bitch ass motherfuckers. They literally always do this. They never heard of a rapper. They wake up be like, "Oh, a rapper dead." They make a video like, "Damn, bro, I'm miss you, bro. You'll be missed." I'm like, bitch, nigga. If you didn't fuck with him, you don't fuck with him. Stop doing that fake shit. For example, when King Von got killed, you know why I felt as if at first it was so weird, why I really didn't believe he was dead and why I didn't hit right. I honestly don't believe that he was supposed to die in that situation. It didn't feel like I don't feel like that was his time to die. Right. Like when I first seen it, I even show you my story on Instagram like in a little bit. The first thing like seen because I was listening to the Bryson song with NLE that dropped like 2 days before that morning, and I was listening to like I was just like, yo, this is a really. I was watching reactions. I scroll on Instagram. I scrolled on. I think it was Team Z post. It was like King Von was in critical condition after being shot in Atlanta. I'm like, damn, what the fuck happened? I'm like, Von, so you can get through this. And I'm like, yo, if he would have survived there and dropped Crazy Story 4 on what happened, that shit was gonna be fire, my nigga. And then within an hour passed, I'm talking about memes on the phone, like, bro, he in critical condition as bad. I'm like, nah. I seen this one post that was like King Von dead at 26. I'm like, I thought somebody was lying because like they was trying to get views just to do this shit. Right, I'm like, yo, chill the fuck up, stop seeing this shit. Then TMZ posts King Von has died from his injuries. My heart dropped. I'm like, cause every day for a week before they come out to their dishes, had my headphones in, turn all the way up, listen to his Welcome to O Block album. Especially all these niggas, it's my shit. That shit fuck me up. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Mm, yeah, like shit really didn't hit right. And X. Niggas really took this man a whole life over a fucking Gucci bag. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. And then Pac situation, like same thing, but the main situations, especially the main deaths that felt like that could have really been avoided for real, is Tupac's and King Von's. Cause I feel as if Pac had never swung on that guy, cause the guy who had jumped, he was in a car. I believe he was one of them niggas who was in that car who was shooting at Pac. Right, like so Pac and Von Streets could have avoided. If Pac never had jumped that nigga, they should have let that shit go. And I feel as if should have been different if Von had just got his head together
I was like, all right, fuck that hookah lunch. I'm gonna go to my Airbnb tonight and go to sleep. You feel me? And just chill. Shit would have been way different. Mm-hmm. But I feel as if I'm saying about regardless of that, I do believe the little sense of if that night he wasn't himself. Cause Vaughn, he was one of them niggas who like he really did move smart, but just that night, I don't know why he just walked up the altar without being prepared, discussed anything, and just swung at that nigga. That's how I knew he still wasn't himself, regardless. Just off common sense. Or like if anything, he'll at least plan it or at least think it over. Or if anything, at least just go to the fucking Airbnb. Now because of some night he wasn't himself, like some shit was just fucking with him. Regardless of that. Yeah, I don't even seem like Vondo for first. Okay, wait, what's the third one? Yeah, I'm saying, but even if that was the case, regardless, they should have made simple rules and made that shit made sense. But no. And then I feel like some wasn't right. Because it seemed like John could just hop out the whip and just walk up to that nigga and start swinging. Like that shouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? But regardless of that, but it's amazing if one night it's for like you don't feel like yourself. You're like, what the fuck? And somebody say nigga to you, right? And then you walked up to a nigga and start beating his ass. They should be like, hold up, what the fuck am I doing? Now, why can't I stop? Like, why am I beating this nigga ass? Nigga walked through and shot you like, oh shit, I got shot. Then you just dead. It's like that. Like, what the fuck? I didn't look at you in my life. Right. Like right, like he definitely wasn't in the right state of mind. That shit was something wasn't right. Fuck. Right, every time I get like every time like right before I go to sleep, I always be feeling high. Like I'll be laughing about anything. And then look it be a good thing too. Cause I be on the phone with shorties. Yeah, like my mind, like I immediately know all the smoothest ways to talk. You know, it be all this other bullshit. And then like Pac situation, too many weird coincidences. Besides him not wearing his vest, since he was shot, all besides him not wearing his vest, he also decided not to roll with his security. That shit made no fucking sense. He could have had his vest, or besides him not wearing his vest, he could have at least roll with the security if anything. Like, mm, mhm. Yeah. Right. You like, oh, I'm trying to pick up the phone these niggas so I can go to sleep. I feel all types of fucked up. Right, but that don't make no sense. Like I could tell Vaughn he had to be drunk or something. I know he wasn't tired because even if that was the case, that nigga should not have felt like fighting in if he was tired. Hmm? Right, like I felt with Quando, I felt like they could have ended the beef, but I still wouldn't have been cool with that nigga. Like that shit was like, all right, because you know what's crazy? Vaughn in his last interview with Gilly and all them, he literally made that point known. He like, because I feel like he was talking about it too. He was like niggas, they'll be cool with somebody else you beefing with. But like since they fuck with them stronger than they fuck with you, they turn shit around and then like they start beefing with you too. You be like, what the fuck? And then you try to say niggas be like, yo, what's up, bro? And they say no, you be like, all right, like for me, it's on whatever. That shit got personal. So that shit I feel like with Von Quando, I feel like Von should have just went home that night, made that shit known for me. Got that shit together, like, all right, listen, we ain't beefing, but it's the face you did that, fuck that shit and sign with him.
It's like for me, like I'm not gonna be. I'm saying I'm not gonna be cool with you. You feel me? And then like regardless of that, it was like Pop. That shit was too weird. You telling me this nigga ain't want to wear his vest at the same time he didn't want to ride with his security? I mean, that was a lot of assumptions, but at the same time, still won't make no sense because Shug, the bullet grazed his head. This nigga was so close taking a bullet to his head. Nigga was so close to dying. That shit still won't make no sense. Because imagine you Pac security, you're riding behind Pac and Shug on the way to the club, and then you see them talking to girls or whatever, like whatever they just riding, and then like you look up ahead, you see some type of car next to him, running the window start busting. In the back of your head, you like, man, they good. Oh shit, that nigga, he not wearing his vest. And then y'all right up there with the ambulance and y'all meet the car. This nigga Pac on the ground bleeding out. I heard Pac last words was "fuck you." I think it was twice to like the paramedics or something, cause that was his nigga last words. And then like a lot of these last words is fucking crazy, cause they was like, "What is Pac's last words?" And I remember Asian Dog kept saying she was doing that spiritual shit, and she was talking about Von last words was, "Y'all let them niggas get up on me." I mean, like, mm, yeah, that was true. That was true. That was true. I don't, right? No, 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 no. That's incorrect. Because the manager said Von didn't have no last words because Von didn't think he was going to die. That was what he said. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga last words? That nigga didn't believe he was going to die. How the fuck nigga had last words? He said the nigga died. And I feel like also at the same time of that whole situation, I felt like the adrenaline was really kicking in. Remember, this nigga got shot as he was swinging at a nigga. Right, right. Yeah. As soon as you hit the ground, like you can't get up. You like, what the fuck? And you notice the nigga who shot you got shot. And then you still tinkled up with the nigga who he was swinging at. But at the same time, his man's got shot in his leg. He on the ground. He aiming his blick at you, like moving his arm around, aiming a gun at you. You like, hey, what the fuck? This nigga about to shoot me again? Fuck no. Nigga used the rest of his body because Von was a strong ass nigga. He had held the nigga Quando down. He was like, no, you a shield, little nigga. He was like, hey, Quando, you bitch ass boy. I'm like, oh, no, if I had a blick, bro, I would have shot that nigga. Uh, I would have most definitely shot him to his fucking top. Fuck no. Trust me, I know that's fake. I mean, if there's somehow and somewhere in some fucking way in the back of my mind that shit is true, that nigga Quanto must be fucking retarded. Hmm. Oh yeah, That wasn't even the day before. That shit was like, I seen that video when he was like, oh yeah, Quando was like, oh yeah, fuck 63rd. That shit was like a whole year before that shit. Yeah, yeah. Then you do the research. That shit like, oh, Quando Rondo and King Von. King Von got shot and killed in a situation because he was fighting with Quando. You like, oh, what the? What them niggas cool? Like some, like most people, like they will post some like what young boy saying and shit about his son and Von daughter. I found that shit weird 'cause at the same time it was like that shit was like all right, we had to do back and do the research because when that shit was going on, we wasn't thinking too much about that shit. Like we didn't think like, oh shit, he was talking about Vine. Like people ain't start doing their research until afterwards. You know what? I felt like for Quando's sake, he shouldn't have dropped in the story. You know what I was confused about the end of the story, John? Because it was like he could have said in the story because like everybody kept on asking what happened, and he was just like in the story. But then you think too hard. He needed a song in the story because Von be story telling on all his raps. Since he be telling stories on all his raps, he like, no, this the end of his story. I was as a little kid. No. That's false. The only situation was at that one party at night. It was definitely at the school, like with Von murder case shit when the nigga got shot in his head. No, that was incorrect. But I feel like if that shit really happened, your friend wouldn't be allowed to tell the story. If I would have looked your friend in his fucking face, he would not let that shit. No. That makes sense. That makes sense. I believe that shit. That makes sense. Cause Vaughn even made it known he was like, hey, like you don't even gotta brag. Talking about some, oh yeah, I killed this nigga. I got this amount of bodies. Like, no, just be you. You feel me? Don't be like I'm a fan. You feel me? Like shake my hand. You feel me? Like be cool with saying you on that chill shit. Like don't make it known that you a fan. Cause I'm like you must be the fact that you walked up on me talking about some King Von. Yeah, you must. Yeah, like oh, mm. That's crazy. Me, I'd be like, hey, listen. Like, if I become famous and I was like really pop out for real, I'd be like, hey, if you walk up to me like I'm having a regular day, don't be like, oh shit, yo, bro, I fuck with your music, bro. I'd be like, get your hype ass on somewhere. Like, if anything, keep it short and simple. Like, hey, yo, bro, what's up with you, man? You good? I'm like, yeah, bro. You be like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Go, oh, I fuck with your music a little bit for me. That shit's a bop for real, you feel me? I'm trying to make it out to you, for me. And you a real inspiration. I'm like, I appreciate that shit, man. That's some cool. Like, don't be on no joke. She be like, yo, it's King Von. That nigga be like in his mind, this is I couldn't imagine this is it. I was gonna go. This is meeting King Von. Oh my gosh, it's King Von. Man, here go this goofy ass nigga gang. I couldn't imagine this shit. You see the first three songs I heard of him. I believe this was before his first album had dropped, Grandson. So the first songs I heard by him was this guy cause I'm from Philadelphia, I'm from Philly. This good big guy in there named Sim Santana. He made these journals like Flexing the Flash. He made a song with Vaughn called For Effect. He was like, yeah. Vaughn was like, Dead Ops, all my bodies be headshots. That joint was fire. The second song I heard by Vaughn was Crazy Story 1. The third one was One Silly. No. The third one wasn't One Silly. The third one was No Flaws. I ain't got no flaws, so please don't bring your hoe around me. That shit was crazy. And people trying to turn it to a meme. It was like when they told Vine to make a nursery song for kids. I brush my teeth and flaws. These diamonds ain't no cavities. That shit was fire. Then I heard One Silly, then 2 a.m. That shit was fire for real. I'm like, yo, this shit is high. But then like this shit was fire. And then nigga started growing and growing and growing. I feel like Vine, I say by the summertime, Vine would have definitely been considered mainstream. Right then, like yeah, cause like Pop situation was somebody trying to rob him in his crib like real late and early in the morning. Uh, Pac situation, a fight. No, Pac situation was a fight, which had later had caused a shooting that took Pac life. Biggie situation, Biggie's I can't even say what's his, but that was some personal shit because Biggie he left some type of word place. He like a block away because he drove off. Niggas chilling at a light because these ladies talking to his mans outside like he's sitting in a whip. Somebody slide through on the other side, nobody looking. Up a couple shots, Biggie got hit. That shit was dead. And then let me see, X was just chilling, trying to get home, and niggas gonna sit there and try to rob him for a Gucci bag and shot that nigga. What the fuck? Like sometimes like I don't like to have jealousy for real. Like, hey, yo, this nigga got so much better than me. I'm jealous. Like I ain't go. Sometimes niggas do be feeling like they be like, yo, I look at this nigga. I be pissed. I be like, bro, why can't I be up there? And then what you do is turn that shit into inspiration. Be like, man, fake, he over to make all that money, being all famous. Be like, fuck it. Real soon, I'm gonna be up there with him. I'm gonna be shaking his hand. We both up there getting bread. Like, I'm not, you feel me? Like, I'm turning into inspiration. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And then, like, I ain't gonna hold. If one of my mans, I ain't gonna hold, like, one of my closest mans, like, he had money for real, like, he was well known. I probably been jealous, but that shit was a little bit of low key encouraging me at the same time. Be like, all right, matter of fact, fuck it. I'm gonna start going crazy, and I'm gonna be up there with you, bro. Just wait for me, gang. That's just how it is. And then Von situation, a fight that literally lasted about no more than 4 seconds. Within 4 seconds of Von punching Quando, his fan hand first touching him. About 4 seconds later, Von gets shot. A fight that turned into a shooting. Um, like most of these shits don't make no sense. Juice World shit was fucking retarded because you heard about how Juice World, how about what happened when first started off on a plane with the drugs and the drug. This shit was weird because Juice World, why would you swallow all the drugs instead of just tossing it inside the toilet or something? He was thinking too much. I'm like, bro, the fact that you swallow all of the pills, and then we got to that airport, he started bleeding out his mouth and shit. And he had died. I woke up, there was like Juice World dead. I'm like, the fuck, huh? I ain't gonna hold. I like when Juice WRLD first died, I believed it faster, like for that Juice WRLD was dead than when Von died. Because even though Juice WRLD did that shit wasn't smart. Regardless, I feel like Von death just wasn't supposed to happen at all. That shit could have been avoided in so many ways. And then right, he was a hell of a good friend. Yeah. I used to be off of shit like they ain't the way to go. I'm like, bro, even if that was the case, why would you swallow them? You think there wasn't gonna be no consequences? No, it wasn't even that. It's because of the fact that if Juice was to get locked up from that, he was gonna be in jail for like 7, 8 years. So his career is basically gonna be over. So like he just panicked. But like, bro, you could have put him in a toilet or anything. Why the fuck would you not blame that bitch ass pilot or one of them workers for even calling the cops talking about some? Because like if you have drugs, let them get caught. Don't start snitching. The fuck is you, Takashi? Cut it out. And then I ain't gonna hold. Niggas need security like 6ix9ine security because that nigga get touched. That nigga ain't get touched. The fake fuck 6ix9ine, that bitch ass nigga. When Juan first died, he was like, "Oh yeah, Dirk, you was sitting doing all this weeping. Go ahead and get your gun." I'm like, "Nigga, where you been there? You haven't been on social media since September, nigga, because your shit fell off." And then nigga gonna talk about some then nigga gonna say something. Oh yeah, King Von rest in piss. I'm like, nigga, what? I knew that nigga did not just see it. I'm like, right, that nigga in the bed cave, living in the underground base. Serious, you know what I just seen? This joint right here at LA. I'm watching this crazy because this joint right here, this post right here, it's just on the on LA page. Do you know this shit got posted the day he died? September September 26, 2013. That's the day he died. Like he was in this dude. This is the day he died, bro. Exactly. Shit make no sense to me. Oh, wait a minute, what happened? What happened? So he low-key made himself like a bitch for real, for real. He's like, what you mean you gonna kill me? We've been through so much shit, bro. Right, look. Yeah, Von chain low-key fire. That shit look just like
Need no further introduction. On my left wing side, you know who it is, fresh out the pound, is going.
the fact that we've been on this joint talking for almost an hour, my nigga. That shit. Right, like niggas really been having conversation combos. Well, where you from? Where? Bro, like nigga, it's nigga, how dare you? 3 o'clock in the morning, you want to sit there blast music in my house? They will call the cops on you. I'd be like, shut up, bitch. It's my music. Mm. I feel you. I feel you. Be like that. I, I, mm, mm. Main thing that people trying to listen to for real is mainstream artists. But for real, it's like you gonna get there because I feel like most of my emotions bipolar. When I first come to school, like when I first come there, I be in like an aggy type of mood. First period I be cool. Second period I be slump, just sleep. Third period I be like ass whatever. By the time lunchtime come, I be getting real hyper, and then the class right after lunch. Man, not you. I be mad hype, man. I be too turned. I don't mean that shit. And then as soon as it's time to go home, I just be like, all right, what the fuck? Right. The main class I be falling asleep in is English class. That's a real ass dad too. I ain't gonna hold. Yeah, he spoke some real shit to you. Cause look, you might hear me look real short right now, But I say by the summertime, I'm gonna dread my hair up. I'm gonna grow my hair up for a long time. I got braids. Yeah. Wait, what is a collar? Is that like a patch, like the part of here that be stuck up? Mm. It be like that. It was I was in like fifth grade, be on the school bus. Like my hair be normal, like back here, it'd be like a patchy ass part. Like my hair be flat, that little part be sticking up. I'd be like, yo, can y'all cut this shit off? I'd be pulling this shit. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? She be pissing me off. At that point, at that point, for I just want ball headed. Right. One thing, please realize this happen all the time. When you're single, not somebody out of 10, nobody gonna want to talk to you unless you get a girl. And as soon as you get a girl, like you in there, all the girls gonna start to want to talk to you. You never supposed to go for them. And then the second you leave your girl for them, they days gonna disappear. Be like, no, fuck it. You know what I'm saying, but me, I'm like right now. What grade are you in? Damn, you older than me. Older than me. I'm only a freshman. Exactly. And I'm 15 right now. So I got about 3.5 more years till I go to college. I plan on growing my hair out until like my sophomore year in college. By then, my hair should be like real long. But me, I love people talk down on me. Right. It's inspiration because you be like, all right, you saying I'm not gonna do shit. Cool. Because before you know it, when you start to hear my name, be start to like really pop up, and I'm really doing good. Guess what? You gonna be one of them niggas. Cause you know what the realest quote I heard. I believe it was bipolar. I don't know who it was by. It was a real quote. It said I believe it was bipolar. It said people won't start supporting you until they see it's popular to support you. Real shit. I'll be like, no, I gotta remember them day ones. But when I ain't have shit, niggas was like, yeah, bro, you shit fire. Or I mean, hey, bro, you fire. You just gotta fix your flow a little bit and figure out like what you best at. Cause like because like for example, X, he become like a good great artist because like he had like different flows, he could do different stuff. Remember all the way at the beginning when this nigga like his first songs I heard, his first song Vice City, he was speaking some real shit. He was like dun dun like he was. What my phone at? I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. You ever heard Vice City by X? This is his first song. I'm gonna show you. All right. Right, exactly. Like that was the first song I heard by him. I'm like, cause I'm like, by this point, it's like early 2019, like January. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga? Oh, listen, this. Oh, listen. This is X's first song. He sound young too. I ain't gonna hold. Listen. This nigga was different. All right, listen.
I see the press, always being bothered, nevertheless. Keep me out of prison and bring me to the test. They ask me what is happiness.
See how his flow was? Like that's how he started off. I'm like, at least he was lyrical. I'm like, you mean like that was different. And then exactly. Like Polo. I could tell like Polo. He's originally like a real Chicago drill music. I know you heard this joint that was like before I put it in, I smack her ass. Pour out my face, hit record, turn on the flash. I'm like, this shit lit. And then when he made finer things, you know why Polo will always be a GOAT? Because this nigga, he learned his flow, like he had like a real good flow. And plus he had bars, you know how to find words and put words together like real quick. So like that's how he took his rap, and that's how Polo was so good. And like people like Lil TJ, he could sing a little, but he got like a little melodic flow. And then Rod Wave, he take his pain since he can also sing, like he put his pain into a song. So like yeah, he learned how to make it shit his own way. And like some rappers could be like real popular and be like real mainstream, but some of them don't really have like a real talent. Because anybody can rap nowadays. Go in the song, go in the studio, make something them to be like, yeah, yeah, and put a little auto tune and be like, yeah, and this and that shit. That's you're a rapper now. Like that's how it is. Not, the main rappers are even if we was to do that, I know you heard changes. X X would be cool. PNB Rock would be cool. Travis Scott is fucked. Travis Scott, that he lives off of auto tune. Travis Scott is dead. T Pain, he used auto tune a lot, but he don't need it. T Pain can actually sing. Um, a lot of rappers like Ski Mask or a lot of rappers they don't even use auto tune. I feel like the baby use a little bit of auto tune, but I do my little dance. I feel like it's like he talking like he uses his regular voice, but he touched it up exactly. And then like Polo, the only song I probably heard Polo use auto tune with is for Finer Things and Epidemic. Where, like most of it just be just like he going with the flow, like he know how to put words together. Did you hear his solo XXL freestyle? He was like summertime use vibe, like some with the heat, like his that was Polo had the best one. Lil TJ ain't gonna hold. Lil TJ disappointed me. What you talking about? Yeah, I heard about him. GD. I ain't gonna hold 6ix9ine made Treyway look bad. Cause the only person I'm really waiting for, Bobby Smurder should be getting out next month. Yeah, he was supposed to get out cause Rowdy had got out in December. The main reason he got out earlier, cause he had better behavior than Bobby in jail. Oh yeah, I heard about that story. I was just about to tell you about it earlier. He said that he was in jail. He was changing some gimmick of look at him, and X had warned the guards because the X was like, "No, the guards were like, oh, could we put this nigga in jail with you?" He was like, you mean like he cool with it, but don't let that nigga try something. I'm gonna fucking kill that nigga. And then X was changing his clothes and nigga kept looking at him. X was like, all right. X tied this shit up, put the stuff over the joint, and then X started beating that nigga head. He started bashing that nigga face in, and that nigga head was cracked open, and that nigga head was fucking bleeding. X was some crazy shit. See that nigga blood and rubbed it on his face and his body. And he was like, then they was like, X. He was like, I warned y'all niggas. So at the same time, it's like it was some shit light, but he didn't really get in trouble like a lot because he did warn him. The most I seen young boy do, like in real, was probably fight. That was probably it. Like the most I seen him do was probably like a couple years ago, when the fan was trying to snatch his chain and he punched that nigga in his face. Remember that situation when the baby had smacked that girl? She was funny. She put the camera in his face. He said, "Bit," and he didn't find out till the next day that was a female. At least he apologized. That's some real shit. Bro, like X said, like, no, like Vaughn said, Vaughn was like, "Hey, like I'm a laid back rapper. For me, like, do you? From you keep lying your raps, but like sometimes you might get caught up, and somebody might call you out." But he said, regardless of that, he was like, "Hey, like you could do you, but stay out of my fucking way." Like that's all it was. Like, yeah. Exactly. Like I remember one situation with young boy trying to fight, but like, he was trying to think it was cool because I believe the title of it on YouTube was fan walks up and checks NBA young boy because the fan kept talking shit, but young boy was just like he was just standing there. Like one thing I did learn is like I wouldn't say he was being soft in that situation, but I say if anything, it's because like his legal shit, he knew if he touched him, he got locked up. But sometimes I understand like if rappers is really about it, like they really gangster, like they don't like to let that shit slide and like let somebody pass off on them. But at the same time, it's like, all right, but if I do hit him, or because one nigga was talking shit, I can end up fucking my career by going to jail from be putting my hands on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? It could be so sometimes I understand like you may you mean like some shit when you hate but I feel like you gotta choose your battles. Like you gotta choose. Like, I know sometimes you might have to fight, you might be put in that position, but sometimes you gotta play it smart. Cause like especially with your Vaughn, it was extra. Like if you ran into Quando like at a concert or something, you start fighting. That's a different situation. The fact that this nigga on his way home was like, matter of fact, no, we gonna go to this hookah lounge real quick and chill in there. And then on my way for the Quando, I'm gonna beat his ass when I see him. That was a little bit extra because I feel like he did too much in that shit. Like he should right. Like I feel like for that shit, like sometimes you gotta turn the other chin. Cause it's like Polo G. Polo G don't really be dissing rappers. Yeah, but like one thing Polo like people also say that Polo moves smart because Polo it was like he didn't really go around dissing people like a lot of people did. On top of it, he knew how to pick and choose his battles. He always stayed to himself for real. So that's why people also said Polo was smart. Because the best thing he could do to be a rapper, one thing I realized about a lot of rappers, not even just Youngboy, but also like King Vinyl, one thing that can really fuck you up for real is your pride. That can get you killed is your pride because you trying to sting your ground. Like the toughest thing I heard somebody say was a nigga was trying to stand his ground. He can get put under it. That's some real shit because don't always try to prove a point. Always try to stand your ground to people because sometimes you gotta walk away from certain events. Like, it depends. I mean, it depends on who it is and like how they see it. Cause if I'm chilling in the lunchroom or something and somebody was to call me a bitch or call me on my name, I'm gonna smack the fuck out that nigga. You feel me? Like, but sometimes like let's say you outside and it's like a group of niggas and niggas calling you a bitch and shit, you could be like yeah aight, or whatever. But if it's a group of niggas and they look like they got shit on them, see, play it smart and just when you walk that shit off. But if I ever catch one niggas by themselves, I'm gonna fuck him up. But like at the same time, it's like you feel me? Like, you gotta play that shit smart and do it how you do. Right? Like his game, right? Like they get the drop when you like get you lined or like get you killed or something. Like, sometimes you gotta really just play it smart. And the one thing I learned about a lot of people from omegle, right? You also didn't notice like I talk really fast, right? I could tell like a lot of niggas I hate niggas from like Missouri, like, people from like less populated places be like, "Hi, how's it going?" I be getting mad. I be like, "Bro, talk fast." They be like, "Bro, why the fuck are you doing?" They can't keep no conversation. I'm like, "Yo, shut the fuck up." Just skip them bitches. Be like, "Fuck." Right, right. Like, what's so with some niggas? Like, you mean, but you just said you was rapping, right? Like the best thing you gotta do, bro. Like what you will eventually realize. It's like hopefully eventually like you can discover your flow and like what you do best at and let that shit go. Cause this shit like in a couple months you about to be out of school, you about to go to college, right? Even when you do, like I know it's gonna be stressful, but at the same time that shit is like an opening to reality. Like 9 out of 10, you going away for college, you going to like a community college. For this next market period, like if you like you do virtual, right? You get in school, man. Just you mean you gotta put in that work, cause I say going away for college is the best thing to do. Cause all my aunts, like one of my aunts, my oldest aunt, she said that she did community college because she wanted to stay home. She said if she had the chance to go back in time, she would have went away for college like 20 million times. That's you know, I right. They'd be like, the first day of school, they'd be like, hey, how's it going? Introduce yourself. They'd be like, yeah, my name is like, all right, well, we have a pretty fun school year. Next day, be like, all right, class. So today you're gonna have 55 pages, do a homework, and you're gonna have to do 25 essays. I'd be like, my fault. What you just saying? I think my ears deceived me a little bit. Right. Especially when one of the scary guys in my school, he was like, Mythic, you wanna know why you're wrong? Because she's a teacher, she's an adult. The adult is always right. I'm like, who the fuck is you? I'd be like, who is your parents? What type of bullshit did they teach you? Because no, it's not. And then when you about to prove a point, they'd be like, matter of fact, I'm the adult. Why are you even talking to me? Excuse me, bitch, you started talking to me. You know what you or like if I believe in something, I'm gonna stand my ground regardless. So you get but hey man, I ain't gonna hold. This was a good ass conversation. We was talking for about an hour and a half. One of the longest conversations I ever had on this app. But hey, listen, gang, I'm probably about to go to sleep or probably talk to somewhere. Probably talk to a couple bitches, you know what I'm saying? Talk to these cause man, these bitches like first there's a lot of gay niggas on here who be like stroking it like the whole time I never met that 1 year old bitch who could pop a titty for a real nigga. Like hmm? I'm like, what the fuck? That's what. a nigga say, I remember one time I was talking to this one little bitch ass nigga. He like, yo, what's good, gang? He was like, yo, listen, gang, I ain't gonna hold. Like, you got a fat ass butt. I'm like, what the fuck you just say to me? He was like, bro, I ain't gonna hold, bro. You look a little thick. I'm like, oh, for real? I'm like, don't let me cut you in person, because if I do, my nigga, it's so like, I'm a rugby bloke. I don't play about that foo shit. So if a nigga was watching me, be like, yo, bro, you fat? He was like, bro, your ass fat. Bro, I'm gonna hit that nigga with the mink. But like, right, but with some real shit, I'd be like, hey, listen, bro, let's see go play around, right? One thing I will tell you is don't bring that shit to me in real life, like or at least but the is no, I'm really fuck. Like my top favorite rappers, right? It's Polo, TJX, and Von. But my favorite, my main reason why Polo was on top because Polo, like a lot of rappers, they rap, but Polo's an actual rapper, like a poet. Like this nigga knew how to put words together, how to make shit seem. You feel me? Like he was actually like that's why Polo my favorite rap artist. You feel me? But listen, gang, I'ma holler at you later, bro. I'm about to talk to some bitches, bro. And if one of these bitches gonna pop a titty for me, I'm gonna go right to sleep. I'm gonna have a good ass night, man. But hey, listen, man. I'm probably gonna text you on Instagram probably like soon now. For me, get your work done, do whatever you gotta do for school, man. And I'm gonna talk to you later, though. All right, gang. This is a long ass conversation too, gang. All right, bro. Are you too, gang? Yeah, I don't got my game on me right now, but I'm gonna send you my PS4 thing. Type it into the chat. I'm gonna take a picture of it, or eventually I'm just gonna text you on Instagram and ask you for it. But that's my PS4. Yeah. Like when I do get my game back, I'm gonna hit you up on Instagram. I'm gonna let you know what's going on so we can play or something. All right, are you too, man? But guess what? It's long live V Roy, cause I catch little Tim, that nigga dead. Yes, sir. Matter of fact, get somebody get break. I'm gonna buy me one of them chains. I wish they had like an old block chain, cause I would have definitely got that one first. Right, but they ain't have it. But I'm definitely gonna be an OTF jump. All right, gang. Well, hello. Where you get yours from? Let me see. Let me go in there real quick. First, I'm gonna type in O block. Hmm. Yeah, I see what you mean, cause like a lot of these OTF chains, they all right here and shit. But it's like for the it's like they don't have the O block Jones though, because the O blocks is just also for the OTF chains, the T on there is a gun. From the ones I seen, the tips of the T's is like pistols. Oh, look at your chain real quick. Look at the T. Is it a regular T or is it like a gun? Yeah, you even noticed that, did you? I noticed that immediately. I'm like, hold up. Dirk, you a killer, bro. They turn me to a killer. Oh. Hold up. You know what I just realized? The fact when I started singing, they turned into a killer. Oh. That's how that conversation started. We didn't talk about like five different. We should talk about like 10 different things. But all right, bro. Stay safe, bro. All right, man.
Hey, are you wearing pants? Okay, no. I thought you was finna beat your dick or some shit. Yeah.